Hey, my name's Alex, and I'm a research scientist working in artificial intelligence. So I first started noticing my hair loss when I was quite young. I'd say sort of my mid to late teens, 16 to 18, and it sort of happened really quickly. By the time I was in my kind of early 20s, I had like very little kind of frontal hair. So I first found Mark Tam just from online searching for like talented hair transplant surgeons in London. And like I'd initially gone through all the sort of standard procedures a lot of guys do when they're looking into hair loss treatment. So taking, say, minoxidil, finasteride, and I think those products, like whilst they definitely serve a purpose, they weren't working for me as like a long-term solution. So when I got to my late 20s and early 30s, I started looking into like, okay, like what are more permanent options? And that's when I started looking at hair transplants, and that's how I met Mark. The day of the transplant was quite something. I think like anyone who has a hair transplant will probably tell you straight away, it is a nerve-wracking experience because you're going in for surgery, but Mark did everything to make it really an amazing experience. He put me at ease almost straight away. He sort of told me exactly what to expect, told me what he was doing at different points in the procedure, and also sort of like gave me all the aids to calm down, whether that was kind of listening to music, do you want to watch some TV, these kinds of things. So yeah, Mark did an amazing job of kind of like holding my hand through the whole experience, because it can be really quite nerve-wracking, I think, when you're, especially if you're doing it for the first time. Having a hair transplant, I would say, essentially like changed my life in the way that I see myself. So I would say, like, as a lot of guys who have, receding hairlines, it does affect your confidence. And I definitely had got to a point where like I sort of really found that I noticed my hair, like my receding hairline, the moment I looked at myself in the mirror or in a video or anything. And I feel like my hair transplant sort of gave me that back. It sort of gave me my confidence back, so I was no longer constantly nervous about these things. I choose Dr. Mark Tam.